Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Namaste. Now, let us move on to the third chapter of Natya Shastra. This chapter, named Ranga Devata Puja Vidhanam, meaning puja to the gods of Ranga, the stage. Bharata starts this chapter with a beautiful verse. He says, Sarva Lakshana Sampanne कृते नाट्यगृहे शुभे गावो वसेयुः सप्ताहं सह जप्य परैर्द्विजैः ततो अधिवासयेत् वेश्म रंगपीठं तथैव च मंत्रपूतने तोयेन Prokshitango Nishagame. So he moves on explaining this chapter. He says, after uttering the proper mantras by Brahmins, after doing puja to the cows, putting new clothes, after fasted for 3 days, lived away with his family, he has kept his senses under control and purified. He, the Acharya, after besprinkled himself with water, purified mantras, purified japa and jala, and thus consecrate the playhouse therein. So that is how the playhouse should be consecrated after building in a proper lakshana, with a proper lakshana. Sarva lakshana, all the characteristics given accordingly, a prekshagriha should be built, he says. After praying to Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, Lord Brihaspati, Vishnu, Guha, Kartikeya, Saraswati, Lakshmi, Siddhi, Medha, Mati, Chandra, Surya, and all the guarding deities, Ashwins, Mitra, Agni, etc. All the deities are mentioned here. Weapons of Vishnu and the lords of Nagas, lord of birds, Garuda, the lightning, the sea, the Gandharvas, Apsaras, sages, and Natyamangai. The term used is here Natya Kumari. They are all to be greeted, and then the puja should be done to all the deities. The sloka is interesting. The sloka says, Namaskritya Mahadevam Sarvalokeshwaram Bhavam Padmayonim Suragurum Vishnumindram Griham Tata. So he mentions almost all the gods, Saraswati, Lakshmi, Siddhi, Medha, Dhriti, and finally Natya Kumarischa Mahagramanyameva. Mahagramanyameva, Mahagramani, the leader of the Gramani, the Ghanas or the leader of the place, Yakshas, Guhyakas, etc. And having made obeisance to these gods and other divine sages, the Deva Rishis, the Acharya, the person who is in charge of the playhouse, should, with the folded hands, start his prayers, invoke the respective gods in the respective positions. Yatha sthanana sthithan devan nimantriyeta vacho vadet. So he has to call them and take the seatings. Take your seats in the proper positions. Holy ones should take us under your protection during the night, and with your followers should offer us assistance in this dramatic performance. So you have to support us for this dramatic performance. The Natyacharya should ask and should pay his obeisance to all these gods. Bharata gives a proper methodology how the mandapa should be built, was given in the earlier chapter, and now what are all the pujas, what are all the devatas to be done puja is expanded and enlisted here. Then he moves on to the puja of Jarjara. What is Jarjara? Bharata says, Sampujya devataha sarvaha kutapam samprapujya cha Jarjaraya prayunjita pujam natya prasiddhaye. So the sloka says that after propitiating the devatas, the puja is to be done to the Jarjara. We saw in the first chapter about Jarjara. Indra gave his Jarjara to ward off the evils, and Jarjara was placed in front of the performance hall, and there Bharata told about the puja for Jarjara in a very short way. So what is the puja to be done for the Jarjara? Let us see. So this Jarjara is especially designed for warding away of the evils. Tvam Mahendra Praharanam Sarva Danava Sudanam Nirmitam Sarva Devaischa Sarva Vigna Nibarhanam Nripasya Vijayam Shamsa Ripunam Cha Parajayam Go Brahmana Shivam Chaiva Natyasya Cha Vivardhanam. What does this do? Having worshipped all the gods and of course the musical instruments, as I told you, Kutapa is the term used for the musical instruments together. He should offer the puja for Jarjara for attaining the success of the performance. The weapon of Indra for killing all the demons, we saw earlier in the first chapter, that has to be kept here for removing all the obstacles. And he says, bring victory to the king and defeat to the enemies, welfare to the cows and the Brahmins, and progress to the dramatic performance. So then this is to be done in the Natya Mandapa. Then the technical terms regarding the puja is given by Bharata. After proceeding the rules of the playhouse and all these things in the night, then the next day morning the puja should be done. He says, Ardrayam va Maghayam va Yamye Purveshu va Trishu Ashlesha Mulayor vapi kartavyam ranga pujanam. So the puja connected with the stage should be performed on the nakshatra Ardha or Magha or Yamya or Purva Palgunyam or Purvashada. He gives so many nakshatras, or even Purva Bhatrapada or Ashlesha or Mula Nakshatra. These are the nakshatras auspicious for doing the puja on that particular hall. Then the stage should be illuminated and the puja is to be done by the Acharya who is already purified himself. He has taken 3 days vow and he has done fasting, wearing new clothes, taking a bath, sprinkling over him the essence of the purified jala. He has to do the puja on any one of these auspicious nakshatra dina. Then he should purify himself and he should also do the achamana and install the gods along with these offerings of red sandal, red flowers, red fruits and the articles such as barley, white mustard, rice, nagapushpa powder, husked saffron, etc. With these, the gods are to be installed, says Bharata. Then the term called mandala is used here. A mandala should be drawn. Now we even see now the mandala drawing. Maybe that is the name which we have in Tamil as kolam. We do the kolam. The mandala is a Sanskrit term. Mandalas are to be drawn in front of the gods, and according to the mandalas will have 16 talas or hastas, and it should be in a square shape with doors on all 4 sides. So the mandalas should be drawn. Here he says it should be in a square type. So maybe the circular base will be there and inside it's a square mandala, and there should be drawn 4 doors on the 4 sides accordingly in front of the while installation of the gods. Then he also gives in detail about how to keep the gods, propitiate the gods on the mandala. He says, in the middle of the mandala, Brahma, who has lotus as his seat, to be installed. Padmopavishtam Brahmanam tasya madhye niveshayet. Adau niveshyo bhagavan sardam bhuta ganehi bhavaha. Narayano mahendrascha skandarka vashvino shashi. Saraswati cha lakshmischa shraddha meda cha purvataha. So the earlier given gods are all installed in this mandala. So he has given each and every place for the gods here, starting from Brahma, who is to be in the center, and then one should put Shiva on the east, who is the host of the Bhutas, and Narayana, and then Indra, Skanda, and all these gods accordingly, he says, in proper place. And the gods to be placed in the pillars. Eastern pillar, the Sanat Kumara. Southern pillar, Daksha. Northern one, Gramani. And the western one is Skanda, that is Kartikeya. According to this rules, all the gods to be properly propitiated. And the colors should be also accordingly placed. So the colors are also mentioned earlier, and these colors are to be done. So that is how even now we have this Rangoli form, and the mandala color drawing form. After installation, the puja should be done, and here he gives the color of the garlands. Gods should be offered white garlands, and Gandharvas, Agni, Surya and others should be offered red color garlands, he says. Thus, the puja is to be started. The offerings for these gods. Even now we offer on auspicious days, we offer a particular sweet for a particular god. We still have that. Even the Ganesha here in this Natya Shastra, Gananam Ishaha, wherever he talks about the Gananam Ishaha, it is Shiva, not the elephant headed Ganesha as we see now. So even in the earlier shloka, he talks about the Gananam Ishaha. He does not mention the term Shiva. Bhuta Ganair Bhavaha, he says. The Lord of the Ganas is Shiva mentioned. Here, the offerings accordingly. This shloka says, Druhinam Madhuparkena Payasena Saraswatim Shiva Vishnu Mahendradhyaha Sampujya Modakairata. See, the Modaka concept is given here for Shiva, Vishnu and also Mahendra and others. So, offerings suitable for these different gods, Brahma, Madhuparka, Saraswati, Payasa, and the gods such as Shiva, Vishnu and Indra, the sweet Modakas, and Agni, rice cooked with ghee. Even now we offer rice for the Agni while doing the Homa, we offer rice with ghee to the Agni god. And of course, for Chandra, Surya, each and every god he has mentioned what is to be given as Naivedya. Chandra and Surya, rice cooked with molasses, and Vishwadevas, Gandharvas and sages, honey and payasa, Yama and Mitra, the sweet meats and cakes, Pitras, Pishachas, Uragas, ghee and milk, host of Bhutas, Bhuta Ganas, raw and cooked meat, wine of different kinds, and grams covered with thick milk for these Bhuta Ganas. Somapana, it is mentioned as this Suradi. So, the Pana which is to be given for these Bhuta Ganas is mentioned by Bharata. And then he moves on to consecration of the Mattavarani. Here Mattavarani is considered very important because that is the side stage. But it is not mentioned as we see in the proscenium stage, the front portion of the side stage is covered. The audience cannot see the actors who are sitting in the front stage. But in Bharata's auditorium, Prekshagriha, there are only pillars on the side stage. So it's still visible. They are still visible. And they don't have a part in the main anka, that is main act. So but still they are there. They have to listen to the vachanas which is going on. When they have a part, they have to come to the center stage and act. So that is how it is given as Mattavarani. And Mattavarana, intoxicated elephant. This is also another meaning for Mattavarani. So it is, some scholars say that the pillars are like intoxicated elephants raising their trunks. Even now we see many wooden carvings with the raised trunks of the elephants as a pillar or as a support for the side stage or as a support for the table. So that is how this Matavarani has been designed earlier. So here he talks about Matavarani, and it is an important place where the actors do not retire fully. Only when they go to the back, Nepatya Griha, backstage, they retire fully. Here they are still in the drama. And offerings to be made for this Matavarani. So we have to please the Rakshasas also accordingly. So Rakshasas should be offered raw and cooked meat, Danavas with wine and meat, and the remaining gods should be offered cakes, modakas or apupas, like that. Then Varuna with ghee, and Payasa, sages with various fruits and roots. The wind gods, birds, different edible stuff, Bhakshya, Bhojya. And here also he says, Natyasya cha tata matrir dhanadam cha sahanugaihi. Here the mothers of the Natya and Dhanada, Kubera, with his followers should be offered food for them. Whatever is pleases them. After offering all these, the mantras should be recited and Brahma should be propitiated, and addressing to Brahma to accept all these offerings should be made by the Acharya himself. The sloka says, what are all the verses which are to be addressed to the Lords? Brahma, Shiva, Vishnu, Indra, Skanda, etc. So, this is how, as I told you, the term Devadeva Mahabhaga Padmayone Pitamaha. Pitamaha is the term addressed for Brahma. Mantraputa mimam sarvam balim deva grihanacha. So, please accept all these. And as I told you, the term Ganesha for Shiva is always seen. Here, Bharata says, Devadeva Mahadeva Ganesha Tripurantaka Pragrihyatam Balirdeva Mantraputo Mayodyataha. So he says, accept this, oh, the killer of Tripura, the Lord of Ganas, Ganesha, please accept this. So there are several verses for all the lords here. Then for the goddesses, Saraswati, Lakshmi, Siddhi, Mati, Medha. These beautiful verses are offerings to these gods. Then he also adds one verse saying, Maha Ganeshwaraha Sarve Nandishwara Purogamaha Pratigrinnantvamam Pratigrinnantvimam Bhaktya Balim Samyak Mayodhyatam. He says, for the lords of Gana, such as Nandishwara, O great Lord of Ganas, Nandishwara, please accept this. So there is a verse, an offering for Nandishwara here. And for the Pitrus, the Bhutas, the Kamapalas, the Gandharvas, are addressed. Yama and Mitra, Nagas and the Pannagas of the nether region are addressed. Varuna, the god of wind. Garuda, son of Vinata. Then Kubera, who is the god of wealth we need. Because for this performance, they have to address every god. Each and every god will be blessing the actors and the performers and the producers and the acharyas with their blessings. And Natya Madrabhyo Namaha. Also Yama and the weapons of Rudra. Weapons of Rudra are addressed, and Yama is also addressed here. And all the Gandharvas. And finally, they also address these, how these offerings are to be made. And finally, they address the Gandharvas who occupy the heaven and the earth, the middle region of the 10 directions. All the lords of these directions are propitiated and the offering is made. Namaste.